We're just about 70 days into the first 100 days of a Trump presidency. We wanted to give you an update on what's happened and what hasn't. Autumn Leva is our policy director here at Family Policy Alliance. Hi, Autumn.
Hey, Kim.
Well, the nomination of Judge Neil Gorsuch to the U.S. Supreme Court has got to be one of the bright spots of these first 70 days. What's happening there?
That's right. So the confirmation hearings were during the week of March 20th, and they went really well. Of course, Judge Gorsuch received a lot of hard questioning, but he kept pushing back on senators, saying he's not going to give any hints about how he's going to rule on a case. That's not his job. His job as a judge is to look at the law, look at precedent from other cases, and look at the facts at hand and rule on that specific case. And there were some actual real bright spots, too, where Judge Gorsuch got to talk about the Hobby Lobby case and religious freedom, and how religious freedom is for everyone. Business owners don't give up their faith just because they go into business. That's not what our Constitution is about.
Where are we at in the confirmation hearings?
Well, the confirmation hearings are over, and now we're awaiting the outcome. And there really could be one of four outcomes. And one of those would be that Trump withdraws his nomination of Judge Gorsuch. And most experts agree that this is not going to happen. The other three potential outcomes end with a confirmation of Judge Gorsuch. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it is. You may remember that President Trump sent a letter rescinding President Obama's bathroom mandate. What's happening there?
That's right. That was a really important first step in protecting the privacy and safety of especially women and children in our schools. And when that happened, it rendered a lot of the cases where we have whole states suing the federal government over that mandate, it rendered all of those cases moot. But there's still other cases proceeding through the courts. For example, the case we were involved in called the Gloucester case, where we partnered with a radical feminist organization. The Supreme Court has kicked that case back down to the Fourth Circuit for reconsideration now that the ACLU can no longer rely upon the Obama administration's bathroom mandate. But there's other cases proceeding that involve direct privacy and safety violations of students. For example, our friends at Pennsylvania Family Institute and Alliance Defending Freedom just filed a lawsuit protecting a young boy who was told by school officials that he needed to act natural and tolerate it when he was forced to change in front of girls in his locker room.
Okay, so that's when we really need to keep an eye on as we move forward.
Absolutely.
Something that's on everybody's mind right now is health care. How should we be thinking about the pro-life issue with regard to replacing Obamacare?
That's right. Obviously, the Obamacare debate is raging, and it continues to go on, and it's not over yet. But I think that there were some really good things that came out of that debate. For example, the Republican alternative to Obamacare that was being debated, it actually fixed a lot of the abortion funding problems that were in Obamacare, because we agree that Americans should not be forced to fund abortion on demand. So that was a really good thing that came out of the debate, and we can and should expect that any alternative to Obamacare that Republicans come up with needs to have those critical pro-life protections in place.
And we need to make sure that it's not over. There's still going to be debate over health care, correct?
That's right.
All right. What about defunding of Planned Parenthood? That's one of the things that Trump campaigned on. We haven't seen a whole lot of movement toward that.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that was another good thing that came out of the debate over the Obamacare replacement. The bill was going to remove the Medicaid funds for Planned Parenthood, which was a huge part of their funding. And again, taxpayers shouldn't be forced to fund abortion on demand. And Planned Parenthood is the nation's largest abortion provider. So that was a really good thing. And again, we can and should expect that any alternative to Obamacare needs to defund Planned Parenthood Medicaid funds.
All right, Autumn, thank you.
Thank you, Kim.
We'll continue to keep you updated on all of these issues. For more information or to sign up for our weekly emails, just go to familypolicyalliance.com. That's familypolicyalliance.com.